Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got more Tales of Aria Flesh and Blood preview cards, and I've not done a ton of digging into these, and so I'm kind of going in a little fresh, a little open-minded. Last time we looked at Lixi and all the other support, and it was I kind of already had an idea about what was going on, but now there's a ton of cards, not three, but a ton, and so I can't list all the cool creators who are getting these previews. Big shout outs to them, really cool stuff. Make sure to go check out all of their channels. You can find a link to where you can go and support them down in the description down below, as well as the schedule for the rest of the preview season that is going to be happening. They're giving us so many cards. Really cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's look at some of these cards. We're going to start off with the Elemental Ranger weapon, the Majestic Voltaire Strike Twice. Nailed it. I said last video that we got the ice bow as her common token, and then the electric bow as the majestic. Let's see what it does. Twice per turn instant. Love that. Pay 1. You can put an arrow from your hand into an empty arsenal zone you control. If you do, choose 1, +1, or go again. I love it. Twice per turn. Pay 1, stack your arsenal, fire. Pay 1, stack your arsenal, fire. What more could you want? Pitch a blue, pay for everything. Yeah, this card's fantastic. If you have some way to give it dominate, maybe that +1 pushes over a 3 damage break point. Yeah, this card feels really good. I think this card really deserves its majestic spot, specifically on the twice per turn enhance ability. If it was once per turn like the other bow, not that amazing. But with that said, I do think that there is still going to be a place for that token bow, creating a Frostbite tokens, as long as those Frostbite tokens are relevant in some way. We'll move on. Frazzle. It is an arrow. Arrows can only be played from the arsenal, and only if you control a bow. Lightning Fusion. As an additional cost to play Frazzle, you may reveal a lightning card from your hand. We now know what Fusion is. Neat. If Frazzle was fused, whenever an attack would deal damage this turn, instead it deals that much damage +1. Yeah, this is super great. This is threatening burn damage for the rest of the turn. That reveal a card in your hand might be a bit of a cost. I don't know if you guys have played with the card Flock of the Featherwalkers, but sometimes that card can be a little awkward. Even if you're playing a ton of low-level stuff, it's hard to like end your turn with those cards in order to get that quicken token, which is like the best place for it. But the fact that this card wants to be fused at the beginning of your turn so the rest of your string does even more damage, I think is really good. And it's like it's that much +1 as opposed to like an additional source of like arcane or something along those lines. And I'm loving the art. I'm loving the crossbow on this guy. Look at that crossbow. That's really rad. Man, art looks really solid. Yeah, 1 cost 5 common, which means it's gonna go 5, 4, 3. Your blues are gonna shoot for 3, which with your bow is gonna make it a 4. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Yeah, I dig this. This is super rad. Cool stuff. Good Frazzle. Okay, moving on. We've got Chillin. There's a G at the end of that word. Ice Vein. So this was the electric arrow, right? For Frazzle, Lightning Fusion. This is Ice Fusion. Gotta show an ice card. If Chilling Ice Vein was fused, whenever an attack deals damage to a hero this turn, they discard a card unless they pay 1? Excuse me? Excuse me? If Chilling Ice Vein was fused, whenever an attack deals damage to a hero this turn, not an arrow, an attack, they discard a card unless they discard a card. This card's messed up, right? This card's insane. This card's nutty. This card says that like your E-strikes are like the craziest, most banana thing to ever exist in the whole wide world. It's a 7 damage move that makes them discard a card. It just means that like you're just blocking with your whole hand, which means that like Ranger just gets an extra turn. Man, if you confuse this card and get it to pop off with any sort of pump spells, you just win the game. Not to mention it's a 1 cost. You can Razor on top of this, and this card turns your Razor into a pummel. It's crazy. Yeah, this card's nuts, and so far the best card in the set, hands down, hands down. This is the strong. This card's crazy strong. This card's gonna make me baby rage in a lot of tournaments. I'll tell you what. But maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's good that ice is slowing. The ice is slowing down the competition. Love it, love it. Chill to the Bone. Okay, I got to see this card, and this card does make me a little scared. Chill to the Bone. It's an ice action. Costs 0 to play. It blocks for 2. I love that. The next time an ice or elemental attack hits a hero this turn, create 3 Frostbite tokens under their control. In order to understand why that is so crazy, we do get to look at Frostbite Tokens. Frostbite Tokens is an elemental token aura that stays on the board. It says cards and activated abilities you control cost an additional 1 resource. At the beginning of your end phase, or when you play a card or activate an ability, destroy Frostbite. So let's talk about Frostbite first, and then we can go back to the implications of Chill to the Bone. So Frostbite says it stays on your board until your turn, and then the next time that you would attempt to play a card, you get taxed 1 for every Frostbite that you have. And so let's say that you're playing as, I don't know, Ninja. And you've got 3 of these bad boys because, I don't know, you got hit with a Chill to the Bone. And you want to swing with one of your super neat Kadachis. It's going to cost the 1 resource it normally costs, and 3 more for attacks because of Chill to the Bone. Pay 4 resources to swing with a Kadachi. What? What? Yeah, this idea of Frostbite is going to slow the game down to an absolute crawl if they can make things hit. If they have any sort of damage pumps or damage tricks or whatever that they're allowed to play, this card is going to be crazy good. Yeah, this card and Frostbite Tokens actually scare me about how scare's a bad word. Have me trepidatious about the future of the speed of this game. These are going to absolutely warp the format. Imagine having to pay 3 resources to use Chain's ability. Right? Do we just nullify this character because of Frostbite Tokens? Maybe we do. Maybe Chain doesn't get to go again on every single swing, or maybe he does because we played like a different move or so on and so forth. There's a lot to unpack with these Frostbite Tokens, and we know that Lexi, I believe, on her face makes Frostbite Tokens. I believe that's what she does. Double checking. It might be Shiver that makes them. Nope, it is her. Yep. If it's an ice card, create a Frostbite token under target hero's control. Yeah. So yeah, be careful. Grab all your super cool ice cards. I know that's probably the element that I'm gonna be playing the most of. Moving on to Buzz Bolt. It is another lightning fusion attack. It's a 1 cost 5 damage arrow. It says if Buzz Bolt was fused, whenever an attack hits a hero this turn, it deals 1 damage to them. So it's just another copy of Frazzle. It deals that much damage plus 1. And this says if it hits, whenever an attack hits a hero this turn, it deals 1 damage to them. What's the difference in these cards? What is, whenever an attack would deal damage this turn, it deals that much damage plus 1? Whenever attack would deal. I don't understand the difference between these two cards. They're actually just the same card as commons. It's a little lame and lazy. If it was fused, whenever an attack hits a hero this turn, it deals +1 to them. I guess I'm missing the context of how these cards are different. But anywho, yeah, I mean, if Frazzle was good, I think Buzzbolt's gonna be good. Get that extra damage. It just means that you have to like give more resources to just not take bonus damage. It's fine. It's fine. Electrify. Really cool art. This art is gonna be on a playmat for sure. No shot this art's not on a playmat. Is a lightning action. It is a 1-cost move. The next time an attack action card hits a hero this turn, it deals 3 damage to them. That's neat. If Electrify is played from Arsenal, draw a card, go again. Oh, it's like Plunder Run. It's a Plunder Run that costs 1, but gets the bonus on damage as opposed to the bonus of draw a card. Is pay 1 for +3 good enough? I guess if we pay 1... I guess +1 for pay 3 on things like I don't know, Chilling Ice Vein is like insane, right? And Lexi's allowed to play both those cards, so like this card is totally good enough. Have an 8 damage move and just swing, draw a card, replace the card that you pitched to play this. Yeah, this card's great. This card's really cool. This is a cool common. I like this card a lot. I don't know if it beats out for. I don't know if it beats out for Plunder Run, but maybe we play this and Plunder Run if we're like just ultra greed monsters. I could maybe see that. That seems neat. Moving on, New Horizon. People tagged me in this card a lot. While you have a face-up card in your arsenal, you have an additional arsenal zone. Huh. They've done it. They've broken the game for Ranger. I'm just kidding. When New Horizons is destroyed, destroy all cards in your arsenal. Blade Break. Blocks for 2. Yeah, this card's insane. This card, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This card is crazy with Voltaire's Strike Twice because of the twice per turn instant. Let's say, per se, that you're fighting off against Bravo, right? And Bravo has dominated a Crippling Crush and it's screaming at you, right? You can pitch one as your instant and load an arrow face up. It's been loaded, so you get that extra arsenal slot because of New Horizon. And then we get to pay that extra resource, load the next arrow, because we have that second arsenal slot. We'll block with the 1 card. You'll discard the 2 random cards, and they're not there. They just don't exist. And so this feels great. This is super, super rad. I'm very happy that it's not every character in the game. I am very happy that it is just Ranger equipment and not Elemental Ranger, so that Azalea gets a chance to like play the game. And the other crazy thing about this card is I think it's going to be really good with the trap cards. I think trap cards might make a real comeback. The issue with trap cards was the fact that like you couldn't play more cards in your arsenal zone. But if we've got this spare zone for the trap, maybe it finds its relevance. Super cool, super rad. I am excited to see how this the New Horizons this card opens up for the game. Yuck! What a terrible pun. All right, light it up. Lixi Specialization. We got another Majestic. I'm loving the mix of Majestics and Commons. Lixi Specialization. You can only have 1 lighted up in your deck. Lightning Fusion. Show me a bonus card. If lighted up was fused, it gains. If it hits a hero, deal 1 damage to them for each equipment they control. That's an interesting play space. I like. Let's play in this area. If lighted up deals damage to a hero equal to or greater than the number of equipment they control. Equipment they control lose and can't gain activated abilities until the end of their next turn. So just turn off their equipment. This is great. This is super, super good. It says that super cool Brave Forge turn you were building up for. Not happening. It says Sonata. Did you have 100 Sonata counters? Well, pay for it for real. Don't use Bloodsheath. This is a cool card. This is rad. I like this card a lot. It's a yellow pitch card, so it just pays for your double tap. I dig this card a lot. If you can give it any sort of bonus damage, it's going to be really solid. It's a 5 damage. It's a 4 break point. Yeah. And like if they happen to have like a bunch of like this card would be really good versus Warrior because they get to like normally to like keep all their equipment, right? Except for the bolters. So like if this thing hits, they burn for 4. Wow. This card's really, oh man, this card shuts off Ninja's mask momentum. Oh no, that sucks. How unfortunate. This card's cool. This card's really, really rad. And once again, the artwork, stellar. I'm loving the slide. The slide coming in. She's got frost on her legs and she's shooting the air. Oh, that's delicious. Actually delicious. Up next, we've got Invigorate. Wow, the artwork on this. Is this Lexi? Is this Lexi getting transformed? I need to find a picture of Lexi again. It was actually the last one. This might be a Lexi? Question mark? The next attack you fuse this turn gets +4. Huh, this is neat. Because of the fact that you have to reveal a card from your hand when you play this card, in order to fuse, this is -1 hand size. This card's gonna be nuts in your arsenal, which like feels good because of like it existing, but it doesn't give you a bunch of bonuses for being face up in your arsenal because it's not a lightning or ice card currently. It's just an elemental card. Yeah, I think this card's totally fine. I think jump through a hoop for +4 is totally fine on a 0 cost. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. And then lastly, I believe for today, we have Seek and Destroy. It's a 0 cost ranger action of the Majestic. It's got Azalea's beautiful face on it. Your next arrow attack this turn gets +3, and if it hits a hero at the beginning of their next in phase, they discard all cards in their hand and destroy all cards in their arsenal. What? The next arrow you get discards all of your opponent's cards and is Command and Conquer. Yo, we heard you liked Command and Conquer. Let's give every arrow that Azalea can dominate Command and Conquer. Huh. That seems crazy. That seems so good. Like, actually, that seems nuts. Wowzers, this is good. Next arrow you turn gets +3, and if it hits a hero at the beginning of the next phase, wow. I can tell you that in this game, a lot of people play with the 4 cards that God gives them. They just draw 4 cards and they just let it rock. And they just like play out their whole hand and they don't do anything crazy. This card is so unbelievably good at stopping people who just like to set up. They just like to hold a big power play in their hand. I know me personally, I love to sculpt hands, and this card stops that from happening, right? Like you've got your Boltons, right? Who will wait and sit on a double Lumina Ascension turn by arsenaling one and protecting it with their life. Well, that now means that they have to be careful of not only Command and Conquer, but now Seek and Destroy as well. You've got Viscerai players who will block with all 3 cards, but keep that one Sonata so they can just try and blow you out. No, actually, you need to evacuate your arsenal. You need to evacuate your hand. You got to play these combos right now. Play what you have because it's all going to be gone. It's all going to be sought and destroyed. Sought and destroyed. Crazy. Yeah, this card's nuts. All in all, as a whole, Legendary Story Studios, I'm impressed. I think all of these cards are really, really cool. The only cards that I'm like disappointed in was the Frazzle, right? Frazzle and Buzzbolt, but it looks like those cards are just doing the same thing. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong. If I am reading it wrong, let me know down in the comments down below. Yeah, Ranger actually looks like a playable character, which is what's like super cool. And I'm telling you now, cards like Chill to the Bone, the Frostbite token is going to be the new Soul Shackle. I mark my words. People are going to be really, 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 really annoyed about Frostbite tokens. Mark my word. You heard it here. Boom. Frostbite tokens are going to be so annoying. And I am very excited to play them. So, if you like this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you are interested in my reactions, so on and so forth. Check out the old video, the new videos coming out. I just did a deck profile on my Dorinthia deck that just won Road to Nationals. That's right, Dorinthia, not Chain, not Ninja, not Guardian, Warrior. So, let me know what your favorite cards are in the comments, and do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed it. It helps me a whole heck of a lot. Makes me smile, makes my day. So with that, you guys, thank you very much. Keep playing your card games, and I wish you well.